What if I told you one of America's oldest vans just got a complete reboot for 2026? The GMC Savana 3900 has been around for decades, mostly unchanged, but this year it's back with bold upgrades, smarter tech, and enough power to challenge rivals like the Ford Transit and Ram ProMaster. But here's the real question. Does the new Savana 3900 finally earn its place as America's ultimate work and family van? Or is it just a facelift on an outdated platform? Let's find out. The GMC Savana has been a familiar name on American roads for nearly 3 decades. Known for its rugged design and no-nonsense capability, it's been the go-to choice for businesses, fleets, and families who need serious space and strength. But here's the catch. It hasn't really changed much in all that time. While Ford and Ram have been rolling out modernized vans with high-tech features, the Savana has held on to its old-school charm. Until now. For 2026, GMC introduces the Savana 3900, a bold attempt to keep this classic icon relevant in a market that's quickly evolving. Whether you're hauling work crews, setting up a camper conversion, or simply moving people and cargo, this van is designed to adapt it to all. GMC promises not just more power, but smarter technology, improved comfort, and better safety than ever before. So what does this mean for you as a buyer? Is the new Savana 3900 finally ready to compete head-to-head with the Ford Transit and Ram ProMaster? Or is GMC still playing catch-up in the van segment? We're about to take a closer look at the design, features, and performance that could make or break this American classic.
Now, let's dig into what makes the 2026 GMC Savana 3900 stand out and where it might still fall short. First up, the exterior. At first glance, GMC hasn't abandoned the traditional boxy silhouette that the Savana has been known for since the 90s. That squared-off body is still here, but it's been sharpened with a wider front grille, a bolder GMC badge, and more muscular fender lines. It's not flashy like some European vans, but it looks tough, like it was built for real work. And that's exactly the vibe GMC wants. Durability first, style second. Climb inside and things start to feel a lot more 2026. The cabin has been rethought with higher quality materials, better seating comfort, and improved insulation for a quieter ride. The driver cockpit feels more organized than before, with a digital cluster and a larger infotainment screen dominating the center stack. Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and built-in navigation come standard, while multiple USB-C ports and Wi-Fi hotspot capability mean this van is more connected than ever. Whether you're a contractor using it as a mobile office or a family planning a road trip, the Savana finally feels like it belongs in today's tech-driven world. Performance is where things get interesting. Under the hood, GMC is offering updated V6 and V8 engine options, tuned to deliver more horsepower and torque than previous generations. While exact figures vary by trim, you're looking at towing capacities that rival and in some cases beat the Ford Transit and Ram ProMaster. And thanks to updated fuel management systems, the 2026 Savana squeezes out better efficiency without losing that old-school muscle van feel. On the highway, it's smoother than you might expect, with a transmission that shifts confidently and acceleration that doesn't feel sluggish even when you're carrying a full load. Safety has also taken a big leap. Lane departure warning, blind spot monitoring, adaptive cruise control, and forward collision alert are now available, making this one of the safest Savanas ever built. The reinforced high-strength steel frame adds another layer of protection, giving you peace of mind whether you're hauling passengers or cargo. But here's where the Savana 3900 really plays its trump card: versatility. This isn't just a delivery van, it's a platform. Businesses can kit it out for cargo, families can use it as a roomy people mover, and adventurers can convert it into a camper. GMC has leaned into the idea that this van is a blank canvas, and that flexibility may be its biggest selling point. Of course, no vehicle is perfect. The Savana's design roots still show. It's not as modern or sleek as some rivals, and GMC hasn't yet offered a fully electric version like Ford's e-Transit. For some buyers, that could be a deal breaker. But for those who want raw strength with just enough modernization, the 3900 hits a sweet spot. And here's the big question. Does all of this come at a price that makes sense? Stick around, because in just a moment, we'll break down the highlights, drawbacks, and whether the 2026 GMC Savana 3900 is truly worth your money.
So here's the moment we've been building toward. How does the 2026 GMC Savana 3900 actually perform when it leaves the spec sheet and hits the road?
Behind the wheel, the first surprise is just how composed it feels for a van this size. Acceleration is strong and confident, whether you're pulling into traffic or towing a heavy trailer. The upgraded transmission doesn't hunt for gears, it shifts smoothly, giving you steady power without hesitation. On long stretches of highway, the Savana feels planted and stable, more like a large SUV than a cargo hauler. But here's the kicker. When fully loaded with gear, the Savana doesn't feel overwhelmed. That raw American V8 muscle makes light work of weight that would push other vans to their limit. If you've ever driven the older Savana models, you'll immediately notice the difference. It's less noisy, less bouncy, and much more refined. Now, it's not all perfect. Compared to the Ford Transit, the steering still feels heavier and less precise, and the lack of an electric option keeps it a step behind the curve for fleets looking to go green. Yet, for buyers who value strength and dependability over cutting-edge design, this van delivers in a way that's hard to ignore. And here's where expectations flip. What could have been another dated refresh actually feels like a genuine upgrade. The Savana 3900 may not lead in futuristic tech, but in the real-world test of carrying, towing, and surviving America's toughest roads, it proves GMC still knows how to build a workhorse. So, is this van finally worthy of reclaiming its spot as the backbone of America's work and adventure life? Let's weigh the highlights and the drawbacks before giving you the final verdict.